Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Owen and I have been thinking about creating a YouTube channel for the longest while, and this is just another video taking the second step. I took the first step yesterday by creating my first video, and this one that I'm shooting today is intended to be my second video on the channel. Now, a little bit about me. So I have been dabbling in videography. Can I call myself a cinematographer? Maybe not. I'm going to call myself a videographer today, right? But I've been dabbling in videography for more than a decade now. It's not something that I have done professionally, hence the word dabble, but I have developed enough skills and enough knowledge to be able to shoot paid events. I've done a couple of weddings, I have done corporate events, I have done fun outdoor stuff, I've done the odd birthday party here and there. So through the years I have acquired quite a bit of knowledge and a little bit of expertise and a little bit of skills here and there. And like I said, I just want to reiterate that I'm not a professional. I have no training in this in this field at all. Everything that I know that I have acquired in terms of knowledge or gear over the years, but just based on my own research and the fact that I love the art so much. So after doing this for so many years, since around 2008, I've been thinking, I've acquired all this equipment, these little skills here and there. Why don't I create a YouTube channel just to kind of impart, share some what I know, and probably I can learn some stuff along the way myself, but more or less just to create a little community where I can you'll have the opportunity to chime in and share your own knowledge and your own skills, and let's see where it goes from there, from here. All right, so that's a bit about me. Now, if you're like me, I'm kind of a geek by nature. I love tech, right? I love tech. One of the things that I enjoy most after watching a movie is to go, see how the movie was created by looking at the behind the scenes section on the Blu-ray or whatever it is I'm watching, and just to see how it was done. So essentially what this video is about today is to kind of take you behind the scenes of the equipment that I'll be using to create this channel. All right, I just want to give you an idea of the pieces of equipment, the gear, whatever I have that I'll be using to create this channel. So full disclosure, everything that I have around me here on this table or on the floor are items that I purchased myself. Now, you can imagine being a videographer for more than a decade, you can imagine how much stuff one can acquire, or the amount of stuff that get purchased and sold over the years, right? So over these past years I have acquired quite a bit of stuff, and not so much. I have sold off quite a bit because it's not something that I'm doing full-time or doing a lot of these days. So I have sold off quite a bit, but I still use a camera at least once a week, every week. I've been doing that for the past 3 years. I shoot a segment for social media, and so I've been using a video camera at least once a week for the last 3 years. All right, So let's get into the meat of the matter. All right. So what should we talk about first? I think one of the first piece of equipment most people want to hear about is the camera that that one is using, or the YouTuber or the creator is using, right? For some reason, people are fascinated with cameras, and me too. I love cameras. I think I've spent too much money on cameras. Let's talk about the camera that I'll be using to create these videos for the channel. All right. Now, the camera that is shooting me right now, or that I'm looking into right now, will not be my main camera. This is basically my backup camera. This is not my main camera. So another thing that I like to get out of the way is that I bought my first mirrorless camera. I'm talking about mirrorless camera now, because we are in the age of mirrorless, right? My first professional camera, I'm just going to go back beyond the mirrorless. My first professional camera was the Canon GL2. That camera I purchased many moons ago for wedding videography or wedding filmmaking. All right, so that was my first professional camera. But we're in the age of mirrorless cameras now. That was a camcorder. The camera that is recording me right now is a camcorder, right? It's a Sony XD-Cam professional camcorder. All right, so I still use camcorders. But if you've been following the trend, you would have seen that most of the video that are shot these days are shot on mirrorless cameras that were mainly designed for photography but had a lot of video features in them. And if you've been following very closely, more and more and more of these cameras are having more or getting more advanced video features built into them, right? So yeah, so my first mirrorless camera was the Panasonic G6. And full disclosure, guys, I am a Panasonic shooter. I started with the Micro Four Thirds system. I still shoot the Micro Four Thirds system. Wish I could go full frame, but at this point in my life, I mean, if I could afford one, I would buy one. I just put it bluntly, but I have invested a lot in the Micro Four Thirds system, and I still shoot Micro Four Thirds up to this day. All right, so my first mirrorless camera was a Panasonic G6, which I purchased that camera around 2016, and I sold it, bought it again, and I sold it again. All right, so I still shoot the Micro Four Thirds system, right? So the camera that I'll be using for my channel will be this camera, right? This is the camera that I'll be using. This camera is a Micro Four Thirds camera. I purchased this maybe around 3 months ago, mainly for this channel. And this camera, this tiny camera that you see sitting on this handheld rig here, and we're going to talk about this rig some other time. But for today, the focus is on this camera. This camera is the OM5, the OM System OM5. It's a Micro Four Thirds camera, and I purchased this camera for this channel, to do this channel, because number one, it's a very good hybrid camera. I like the fact that, it can do double duty, all right? So it's a very good hybrid camera. And I just want to go through some of the things or the specs that I like about it. All right, number one, like I said, it's a hybrid camera, so it does photography and videography quite well, right? It's a very good photo camera and a decent video camera. Now, I don't need a high-end camera for this channel, right? This has minimal video specs. I'm just going to put it bluntly. It shoots 4K. For now, I'm satisfied with the fact that this can do 4K 30, which is all I need. All right, so that is it for video specs. All right, so it's a good hybrid camera. That's number one, right? Number two, it has a very good IBIS inside. Now, if you know anything about Olympus, this is OM System, formerly called Olympus, right? They were the inventor of the in-body image stabilization system. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't get a lot of talk about nowadays just because, you know, they're not in the video space much or that much. But OM System or Olympus, they make one of the best in-body image stabilization that you can come across. I can walk around with this thing, and this thing is like gimbal-like. You know, the footage is so smooth you think I'm using a gimbal. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing I like about this little camera is the fact that it has a viewfinder. Right, there are very good cameras coming out right now, cameras that I've been thinking about, like the Nikon Z30 or the Sony, the ZV-E10. That's the one. So here's the deal. Any camera that I decide to own, right, any camera in this form factor, I want it to have a viewfinder, because I'm not going to only use it for videography. I want to use it for photography also. All right, so that's the third thing I like about it. The fourth thing I like about this little camera, it ticks so many boxes that I like. It is that it has a flip out screen. All right, yeah, I like the fact that, you know, it has a flip out screen, so I can see myself just like how I can see myself on the camcorder that I'm shooting into, you know, to film myself. It's very good having a flip out screen to set up your composition and to monitor what's going on, right? Third thing I like about this little camera is that it has unlimited record time, right? It's either the battery stop first or you run out of card recording space first, either of the two. But apart from that, this thing does unlimited recording, right? Not only does it do unlimited recording, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it does it in one continuous file. The file does not split up in 4 GB chunks. All right, so I like the fact that it has unlimited recording. I don't want to be recording something like I'm recording right now, and then, you know, the camera shuts off because it ran out of well, not run out, it hits that record limit ceiling, right? And then, you know, it stops. I didn't know that, and then I have to I waste time, and I have to reshoot and all of that. No. So it has unlimited recording. The next thing I love about this camera is that it shoots vertical video, right? Native vertical video. I don't have to turn my video in my editing software when I ingest it into my system. It shoots native vertical video. And if you're into social media, if you're following social media, you will know that a lot of videos are shot vertically these days for social media, whether it be YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, those kind of stuff, TikTok and all of that. So I love the fact that it does vertical video. And I think the last thing about this is that it has a mic jack. It has a mic jack, so I can plug in a professional microphone in this. Now, it doesn't have a headphone jack, but I can live with that. You know, I think all one needs to do is to just do a couple of tests before to make sure that your audio is good, play it back on something, and you can go from there. So it has a microphone jack, and you know, that's good enough for me, right? So this is the OM System OM5 Lovely little camera. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for what I needed to do. The next thing we're going to talk about in terms of equipment are the lenses that I'm going to be using on this camera. This is the Lumix 14mm 2.5. Now this lens, I love it because it's just wide enough for the perspective that you're looking at right now. It's very tiny and it's very sharp. It's a 2.5, it's a prime lens, so it's a 2.5 f-stop. It's good enough, very good, very sharp, wide enough, and it's tiny. That's what I like about this little lens. So this will be the lens that I'll be using for most of the videos on this channel when I get it up and running. All right, let's talk about lights, because lighting is very important. Lighting can make or break a video. So right now I'm sitting at my kitchen table in my living / kitchen area here. All right, so right now there's a chandelier over my head which is kind of lighting up this place, the space, and I have this this light panel that is focusing on my face right now. So this light which is lighting me up is from a company called Dracast. They make professional lighting equipment, and I purchased this panel more than 3 years ago. It's an RGB panel, and this was, I purchased this long before RGB was a thing. So let's talk about audio, because audio is also very important, right? Without good audio, video is nothing. And you have heard the saying that people will watch a badly shot video with good audio, but no one will watch good, immaculate looking cinematic video if the audio is bad. So audio is very important, guys. Never skimp on audio. So what am I using for audio? What am I going to be using for audio on the channel? So let's talk about microphones first. All right, now in front of me here I have a wired microphone. I have two actually, well, three to be exact, right? I have a professional Sennheiser microphone. I won't be using that on the channel because that is set up on location for that shoot that I mentioned that I do on a weekly basis. So that's a professional Sennheiser mic. But I have two other smaller shotgun microphones here, and so this is one of them. Now this is from a company called Maona, right? Here's the box. Company called Maona. All right, I like it. I have tried a few of these less expensive shotgun mics before. For example, I have tried the Rode Video Micro, and I have tried the Comica V30, I think, but I never like any of those little microphones. I have found that the audio is very thin in them, quite thin, so I got rid of them, to be honest. And don't get me wrong, Rode makes very good stuff, because I have a Rode mic here, but I'm gonna get to it. This is my second Rode mic. So this is wow, this is the Maona shotgun mic. It produces very good video, very good sound quality. You can be the judge. All right, you'll be the judge. So this is what I'll be using on the channel, and what I'll be doing, I probably will be booming this over my head out of the shot, so that it's not showing up in the shot like this. Personally, I don't like this. I'm not a big fan of the kind of podcast looking setup. If I'm doing a podcast, or if you're doing a podcast, it's all good. I like the microphone setup that way, but for someone like me, or from watching a regular YouTube video, a review video, I prefer not to see the microphone. That's just me. That's just my preference, right? Don't kill the messenger, or don't shoot the messenger. All right, so most likely I'll be booming this out of the shot. So in terms of wireless, I have a dual channel wireless microphone system from Boya. This is the BY WM4 Pro K2. So this package includes 2 wireless transmitter pack and the receiver. I'm going to show you what they look like. This is what the transmitter looks like, or one of the transmitter looks like. They take 2 let me see how much. 2, let me just open up this up again. Yeah, 2 AAA batteries in each one, and this comes with 2. So if I'm shooting an interview, or if I have someone else with me on the channel, we can hook up both of these to our belt or wherever, and both of us can have a conversation at the same time. And this is the receiver. This would sit on top of my camera, and of course it comes with all the accessories. 2 lavalier microphones here, okay, and the other cables to go along with it. All right. Yeah. So this is the Boya. This is a wireless system from Boya. So that's it for my wireless setup in terms of audio. Okay, so if I'm going to be doing external audio and kind of sync it in post, then you're going to need I'm going to need a recorder. So currently I use a Zoom H5. And that one is on location. I don't have it right here. I use that with my Sennheiser shotgun mic. But for this channel, I'll be using probably this Zoom H1. It does a very good job. It's just good enough for this channel. So if I need to record external audio, this will be the recorder of choice. Of course, I can use the external elements to do external sounds, but I can also run a microphone straight into this and record from a shotgun microphone. I can record from this mic, right? So if I need to do any kind of external audio and to record and to sync up in post, then this will be what I'll be using. So that's my audio setup, right? For now. Yeah, so we talk about lighting, we talk about camera, we talk about audio, wired and wireless. We talk about external audio, and we also spoke about lenses. Yeah, so for most of the videos that I'll be shooting, most likely they will be shot from this location in my kitchen. But you never know, because this is all based on the wife acceptance factor, if you ever heard that terminology before. So the minute my wife says, I don't want all this equipment in the kitchen, my place is looking like a studio, then I'll have to move these. So I have another little space downstairs. I'm going to show it to you. And I set up this space some time ago because this was not the first channel that I started. I started 2 other YouTube channels. They kind of fallen by the wayside, but I may get back to them. But sometime I'll get back to those channels and see what I can make of them. So I'm going to take you down there to see this space. The problem with that space, it's much bigger, but it's in my basement, and my basement is unfinished. Now, I'm living in Canada. Canada is a very cold place in the winter. It's a very cold country in the winter, right? So if you have a basement in your home and it's not insulated, it gets very cold down there, right? So that's the case with my basement. It's unfinished and it's not insulated. It's heated somewhat, but it does not hold the heat just because it's not totally insulated. All right, so I'm reluctant to do anything down there in the winter time, apart from maybe exercise, because I'm running back and forth. Currently my editing computer is down there. I have a little audio system down there that I listen to, like in the summertime here. But I'm going to take you to the space that I set up initially to record stuff. Now, something I like to just lay on the table here, guys. Everything that I've had here is stuff that I purchased with my money. Many of these items I have purchased on these resale marketplace like Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji, places like those. So essentially what I'm saying, two things. These things I've accumulated over the years, and it's just because I've been in videography for so long, right? So I have accumulated these stuff. My sons, they are into the art stuff too, with music. So we kind of put, dollars and cents together to buy pieces of equipment, right? And so that is how that space downstairs kind of came together. And sorry about this long video. This is like like forever. So yeah, so many of these stuff I purchased them online, like on these resale websites, Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, and so forth, right? Some of these items, there are couple pieces here that I've purchased new, like my camera. The camera here, I purchased this new, this old transmitter receiver thing here, I purchased that new. All the lenses that I showed to you, I purchased those used. This camera lens combo, they're used. This was purchased new. Yeah, this was also purchased new. The light panel from Dracast was also purchased new. The Sony XD cam that I'm using, I don't own it, but I have access to it. I can keep it as long as I want, right? So yeah, and truth be told, like I said, I'm a Micro Four Thirds shooter, right? So my workhorse cameras currently are the GH4 and the GH5. Those are the cameras that I use for professional stuff, with this Sony as a backup. All right. So one of the points I want to drive across is that you don't necessarily have to have all of these stuff to start a channel. You can start with something like this, a phone. Many people are running successful YouTube channels with just a phone, but I'm only using this stuff because I'm an enthusiast, and I love photography, I love videography, I love filmmaking, and I purchased this camera mainly because I want to do this channel, but also because I dabble into photography somewhat, right? It's a good photography camera. So don't feel that you have to have everything that I have here to create successful videos, all right? I'm just starting a channel right now. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I'm just trying to document my journey right now to kind of let you see what's going on. So I'm gonna head downstairs to show you the other space, or the rest of the space that I currently have, that I have the option of shooting in that space. But for now, I'll be doing most of my shooting here until my wife says, that's enough, or until something changes. So right now, this is my kitchen spot. All right. Okay. So let's head downstairs to kind of give you a little tour of the other lights that I have down there, which I'll be using in combination with this light, where I'll be sitting if I do use that space, and my editing computer. All right, let's do it. So okay guys, this is my second spot that I may use for recording. Now this is a multi-use area. This was my first YouTube setup area, but it's also my home theater area. You can see my TV over there. The TV is over there behind that light, and so this runs double duty. It's my home theater area, and also an area where I can use to do to shoot videos. So we were talking about lights. So I have two other lights down here that I'll be using with the Dracast panel that I have upstairs. And these are inexpensive lights. They're from this company called Mount Dog. Why would they name an equipment, or anyway, they're from a company called Mount Dog. Yeah, so let me just back up to kind of give you a view. So there they are, from a company called Mount Dog. So that's one, and that's the other one over there. So they're kind of my side lights. What's the right word? They're peripheral lights, whatever, to kind of light up this backdrop that I have here. This is just a regular white backdrop, that I have hung up down here. All right, so that's the lighting. I also have these three bulbs here. They're LED bulbs. This was just a regular lamp. Just turn them on. You can see them. Yeah, these are just a regular lamp stand. So I bought those LED bulbs that I can use to give the space a little bit more life. So I have a red one here, a blue, and a green one up top here. I'm not sure if the camera is kind of rendering the colors correctly right now, but a red, green, and blue. Now another piece of item that I purchased quite a while now, I would say maybe about a year, because I had plans to start this channel and I have been procrastinating for so long, is a teleprompter. So this is a teleprompter I purchased from Amazon. The challenge is for me is that I can't find the time to sit down and to script my video. So all this video that you have been watching right now, if you think about it or you observe carefully, you will realize that it's unscripted, right? I'm just speaking from what comes to mind at the moment. All right, so I purchased this teleprompter to use with the camera, and I haven't done one video with it yet. I just set it up on this tripod here, but I'm going to try to use it, because this is not the only channel that I intend to start this year. There's a channel that I've been thinking of that I want to do. That is the channel I'm thinking of. I won't divulge what it's about, or what I'm going to be talking about yet, because I mean, no ideas are original these days. The same thing that you're thinking of, or the same thing that I may be thinking of, is probably the same thing that you're thinking of, but I still won't say what the channel will be about. So yeah, I'll just keep it under wraps for now. I want to do another channel, and I'm thinking of scripting all of those videos. They're going to take a bit of research, and and yeah, so yeah, I'm just turning this to my face. Yeah, so this is the space I have, my TV room, home theater room, and yeah. All right. I think I need to show you where I'll be sitting, so let me just turn the camera around again. And so I bought this table some time ago too, when I started tour the channels. So this is where I'll be sitting. This is my chair. This is my other chair that I use for TV watching. Okay, so basically I'll be sitting over here. Okay, I'll be sitting here. Can you see the chair? I'll be sitting on this chair facing the teleprompter. So there's a teleprompter over there, and I'll be sitting behind the table, this table that I just facing the teleprompter over there. All right, so this is the space, and hopefully I can finish this space sometimes. You can see all the duct work. So this is an unfinished space. It gets very cold in the winter, right? So I'm reluctant to come down here. Very cold. Okay, anyway, that's it for this space for now. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is a new venture for me, just speaking into a camera. It it doesn't come natural, and I hope you will follow me on this YouTube journey, and let's see what happens from here. Okay, I'm gonna try to post a video every week and try to be consistent with this channel. So thank you for watching. If this is a channel, or if this is an area of interest for you and you like to follow me on this journey, don't forget to just hit the subscribe button right now. Just go ahead and do that. If you like this video today and the way I kind of take it behind the scenes in terms of what I'll be using to create my videos, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and like I said, it's all about the journey. It's not just about the destination. For me, I love the behind the scenes stuff. I really enjoy all the behind the scenes stuff that I am seeing online nowadays. I'm beginning to wonder whether or not this is becoming a new job for filmmakers, just shooting behind the scenes, or BTS as it's called. So yeah, so until the next video, take care of yourselves, and just be good. All right, bye.